Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports. The New York Jets taking on the Buffalo Bills.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Jets ball club, and they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Bills, and I don't think from what we saw down on the field before the game there's any doubt they're ready to roll.
They pass the eye test, don't they? This team looks fired up and ready to play.
So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6".
I know you saw in your email that the ballots will be coming in after this week's games for League MVP. You've got a vote, I've got a vote. We're getting ready to see a closing argument in this one now. Can he lock it down?
Week 17, the last act. We're not supposed to say who we're voting for, but I can say this. He's in the stadium right now. So there you go. There's my hint.
There's your hint right there. I'm going to wait until after this one is over. He's got to sway me with one more performance.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Devin Singletary, the ball.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
2nd and 5. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Late in the season now, MVP chatter starts, and he might be on the fringe. This is always an award that goes quarterback or running back. Usually quarterback. A lot of bias. Does he deserve consideration?
He more than deserves consideration because The way the game is played in the NFL now, it's a pass-first league, right? So that means that people are going to adjust their defenses for him each and every week. And he's still putting up big-time numbers. I know the quarterbacks, the running backs get it, but he should be firmly in the race for MVP. We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
On first down, Singletary. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll look to run with Singletary. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary taking it in. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The USC product, Sam Darnold, the number 3 overall pick in 2018, ready to go. Here's the Jets take over on offense.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw, Darnold. A screen to Bell. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving it with his 3rd and 1. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, they just watched the other team take the ball downfield and score, so they knew that this drive, this opening drive, was on them. And, boy, that was important to pick up that first down there and keep this one going.
Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race. 20, 10, and he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big run that time by Bell. 62 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And this time he is in. Le'Veon Bell, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Out come the Bills as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And you can see it's no race for the top spot. That's been decided. These guys will hope to get through Week 17 in one piece before they host a division round game in 2 weeks' time.
And I think that what they'll do is they'll be very selective about who plays in this game, all right? There's certain guys that maybe are starters, but maybe haven't played as much as other guys during the year. Maybe they still need their timing back. Other guys, you're going to put in bubble wrap and put them on the sidelines and tell them we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. They will run with Singletary. Oh, what a juke into space. Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bills have taken the lead.
If you did know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Singletary. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they can let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dawson Knox with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And his kick is good. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it culminates in a Bills touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
at their own 25.
So we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC as the Jets come back out on offense. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season, as this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
Second down and 10, Darnold. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And that will be incomplete.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, you got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Buffalo offense and Devin Singletary heading back out there. Man, those numbers from last week. What do you call a game like that? Monumental? A career game?
Yeah, every one of those adjectives you can pull up. Monumental, mammoth, massive. But you also know that he wants another one just like it in this game. He doesn't plan on slowing down.
Man, if he duplicates that, that would be history. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And at a 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. The left side caught by Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked to, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango. On the give, this is Singletary. And he's going to get stopped up quickly.
Singletary.
Give him a yard down to the 43. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Down and 9.
On third down, here's Bell. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And it's fielded at the 34. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. The Buffalo offense and Devin Singletary heading back out there. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
They'll run on 1st down. Singletary. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. A pretty wild 1st quarter, 21-7 our score.
Jets 7.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll look to throw. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15...
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bills will add on to their lead. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it? Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And here now the offense heading back out there. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's going to be stopped short of a 1st down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the 1st down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Singletary to get the drive started. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Trent Murphy racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8. At the 7-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 8. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st down, Singletary. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best 1st half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Under pressure, and down he goes. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
A loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run here with Singletary. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Intended for Cole Beasley. Quentin Dix on the coverage.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs there to make the grab. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really...
Pocket Alex Jones. I'm going to do Arlington, Texas news too. I feel like Texas tonight over my dad and my brother movie. Arlington, Texas news too. News. Ooh, yeah, give me 8 call pool back, please. That works for me. this? Oh, you know what? Hold on. Let me go to my weapon. Dallas Fort Worth or what? Dallas Fort Worth. What a save. That way I can get. Oh, fuck yeah. Rockstar Anthem. Change ahead, hell yeah, oh. Real time raid, hell yeah, oh. Lightning strike, oh yeah, oh. What? Government issued alert, yeah, oh. Wow, oh. Breaking news. Daily rain forecast. Oh, okay. Here's my account. I think I just with two walkie-talkies. That's funny. On this walkie-talkie. Oh, fuck yeah. Would you like to go to my walkie-talkie? Would you like to fuck my... Would you like to fuck me in my walkie-talkie? Would you like to fuck me in my walkie-talkie? Breaker 19, Breaker 19, this is Breaker, over. You go ahead and put this in communication. And we wait for the other one to do it. You want to come in behind with this? You want to come in behind with this? Perfect. Bill's Mafia, baby. Oh, fuck yeah. Hello, is there anyone out there? Over? This is Bill's Mafia in the house. Who out there? What up, man? That's cool. That's walkie-talkie. Telling people I'm walkie-talkie? Not this walkie-talkie. Actually, I like the walkie-talkie with my hand picture in it. What? Come on. This is bullshit. I don't know why it's not doing it in here. That's not. That's my fucking connection, and that thing's not fast enough for it. Walkie-talkie. Walkie-talkie. Listen to this news. Oh. Oh yeah, I was gonna put Pandora on this too. I'm gonna tell this motherfucker to shut the fuck up. Dude, are you drunk or something? Shut the fuck up. That's an older lady right there. She old school. Why don't you go poop or something, man? Yeah, oh.
What's good, Dolphin? What's good, Grayson?
Dude, shut your Allah worshipping ass up.
Not bad, Grace. Not bad. You?
dude, do you have any...
Knee the fuck down before you give yourself a fucking seizure, you lame retard. What's good, Boston? Hope you're having a good day. I know how that goes, man. I just overpaid on my credit card. I got a $165 credit, though.
That's what it is, man. You too, man. I hope you enjoy your day. Yeah, it's running around paying bills. Ran at the office. You know how it goes. Groceries.
Dude, do you have any planes do you have to fly or something, you fucking Arab fuck? Go worship Allah or something. Go blow yourself up or something. Get the fuck off this channel.
Shit, who the fuck you talking to? I hope you ain't talking to me like that, because I was the last one to key up last time I checked.
No, man. I was talking to the other dude before you.
You're fucking talking to me? You better not be fucking talking to me, man. I'll smack you in the fucking mouth. You're in the presence of a real motherfucker.
First of all, man, I would love to see you try. Second of all, man, I was talking to that Allah worshipping motherfucker. Afghan piece. This is fun. How come everybody's fucking... Afghan piece of shit. How come... How come I can't hear anything? Everybody grab your popcorn. Where's that Afghan piece of shit talking some shit that nobody understands?
Shit, I don't know, but I'm here. You want to talk some shit, let me know.
Yeah,
looking for somebody foreign right now.
Shit, I'm Puerto Rican. That's foreign enough. You want to get smacked up, let me know.
Last time I checked, Puerto Rico was part of the United States.
I'm glad I caught you on that. There's a lot of motherfuckers out here talking shit.
I'm cool with Puerto Rico. I have no beef with them.
We good. I'm just fucking with you. I'm looking to smack somebody around. You're the only one keying up.
I caught somebody earlier. He sounded pretty Afghan, man. I was having fun with him, but he disappeared.
Man, personally, is that 100 girl after school. 100 man. Take on it, I would. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, so that's how I do. Gun. But whoever else opened his tag on, I never placed it on.
where's that little Afghan faggot?
Hey, Billy. Son?
Shit, I know that fat little marshmallow 055's down on Channel 5. He fucking keyed up. I fucking smacked his little bitch ass around, clipped him in the teeth with a couple elbows, and he keyed the fuck down. Hasn't keyed up since. Then I popped up here.
Shit, I beat the shit out of him earlier. He left quiet. He left crying like a little bitch. So I popped on channel 14 right now. I went down there,
He
smacked
went
him up.
crying like a little
He didn't
bitch.
key up, so I left.
I love it. He left crying like a little bitch.
That's a possibility, Hellboy.
said, have a good one. He was out of here.
Hi, Hellboy. Yo, whoever sent me that message is stupid. Shit, I fuck with Hellboy. Hellboy good people, man.
Listen to the music. Whoa, whoa. Listen to the music. Whoa, whoa. Listen to the music. All the time. Whoa, whoa. Listen to the music. Whoa, whoa. Listen to the music. Whoa, whoa, listen to the music. There you are, you Afghan piece of shit. Don't you have a plane that you have to fly or something? Hey, do yourself a favor. Go running into your own house.
Yo, man, he's not fucking Afghan. He's fucking Italian. You don't see the fucking flag? He's European. You not get that? How many times does someone have to tell you, man? You're about as fucking bright as Alaska in December. You're about as sharp as a fucking bowling ball.
Okay. Does that sound like fucking Italian to you, motherfucker? Now you know how to fucking, now you're allowed to fucking write my crayons. Shit. Surprised your mama let you out the fucking womb, you piece of shit. What is up, everybody? It's your motherfucking boy coming at you with a motherfucking video here, man, motherfuckers. Ah, man, what a fucking day, man. You know what I'm saying? Paid my cricket bills, my phone bills all paid up for the month. Thanks to my boy. Appreciate it. Anyway, I'm just sitting here talking some smack, and see, I got my phone right now on split screen view, where I'm one side I'm doing this video, and the
I
other
think we
side.
got a pussy in the box. It smells like pussy in here. Plus, I'm getting messages. Shit, we all know 5'5's lame ass is locked up, hiding. Bitch ass nigga.
Hey. Hold up. Yeah, I can't even key up right now. Yo, where's that Afghan piece of shit? Oh, God. Hold on. I'm gonna key up eventually. Yo, where's my Afghan boy at?
Somebody tell caffeine this ain't really that narco life. I only took this battle.
Anybody? I'm trying to get a word in. Yo, where my Afghan boy at? Come on, broken record. Start saying your shit. These people. Yo, this music's getting annoying.
I'm sorry I'm not. I'm sorry I don't have my feminine side right now.
Yo.
And start saying, oh, that's your secret side. That's your.
I like your sports report. And he plays it again. Wow, incredible. Hey, watch this. I'm gonna throw in a Bills Mafia. Watch this. I'm gonna throw in a Bills rule. Watch this shit. Watch this shit. Hey. Hey. Now, if I get a Let's Go Buffalo, that'll be great. Let's go Buffalo. This is crazy. I love fucking with this thing. It's so fucking cool. Smoke weed every day. Smoke weed every day. Yeah. All right, dude. I need to fucking figure this out. Yeah. I even forgot I was recording. Hold up. I know I'm 2 minutes late, but happy 420. Haha, someone's got to pick that one up. Haha, come on, give me a happy 420 back, man. Yeah. Now this is what my summer look shall be. Right here. Right now. I should clean these off. God. Eyes are so fucking... Wonder why my eyes are so squinty. Probably fucking... Yeah. You know what it is? My eyes are probably sensitive to light. That's what it is. I have the most weirdest eyes. Like, if you think about it, my eyeballs... Hold on. You shut the fuck up, fucker. Oh, there we go. Nice and better. This is better. Way better. I know, I'm being sent messages on my other app. See if they say anything else. I'm just gonna sit here. I'm just gonna sit here, pack a big fat bowl, and get high. That's what I'm talking about. Tell me someone ain't hitting on that bullshit. Let's go to another channel. This fucking channel became gay. Eduardo? See the channel 40. Nope, not that one. Not that one. Damn, you don't sound like Gator. Well, we're gonna wait for that one to... that channel is full again. I ended up going back to the channel I started back out on. What a nut. What a nut. Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. You know how many times I used to hear that in life? Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you get kicked in the nuts, sometimes you don't. I mean, dude, I'll tell you one thing. I don't know what hurts more. Getting kicked in the nuts or what was it like the worst pain I ever went through? Honestly, tooth pain's way up there in my pain category of what I experienced. What the fuck's wrong with my glasses? Let's see. My personal pain category when it comes to pain. Well, as far as pain goes, I don't know what is worse than getting kicked in the nuts. Other besides tooth pain, but I can't really do tooth pain. I guess sliced open. I think I would rather get sliced open than get kicked in the nuts. Because getting kicked in the nuts is kind of like, where's your pride, man? You know? Getting kicked in the nuts, honestly, is definitely the very worst thing that can happen to a man, to be honest with you. That is straight up, that's just my opinion. And I don't know why, but I'd rather get shot than get kicked in the nuts. Cheers. It's like happens game now. That's so fucking Gary. Sorry.
Tengo cara de oso. Tiene un chick.
Anybody out there? I love it. Going back to 14. Oh, I can only go up 20? That's alright. Come on, man. I don't care. Give me the 14. What's this? Come on. What the fuck? Stop. anybody out there? Yo.
Do you always find yourself on dating sites but never meet a couple?
I don't have to wait, I guess. I'll just sit there till I hear somebody. See what happens. Let's see something here. Install, motherfucker. Install. Biatch. Dude, it's still installing Pandora. And it's been doing that like forever now. Where is it? Right there. There it is. Right there. It's still installing Pandora. I don't remember where my camera is. It's all good. See what's happening on Facebook. Haha. It's going on all Facebook. See what's update Facebook. Where we can. But anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna go. See you later. What was that? Oh, huh? I don't care. I got these fucking. I wasn't really. I was playing with him anyway. Toying that motherfucker. I didn't ever need any bullshit anyway. But. Okay. Play this game.
Difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening, but they found the opening and exploited it.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him and keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to his sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
To throw again on second down. Darnold is brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he's into the clear. 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jamison Crowder, 76 yards. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Already speed limits out there, and off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
Taking it about the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Buffalo offense and Devin Singletary heading back out there. Might he be on his way to a record-setting performance here, Charles? Second quarter and the yardage number already ridiculous.
And they always talk about just focusing on the next play. But sometimes it's okay to dream big because
I'm focusing on the fourth quarter already.
Listen, I don't blame you, though, because we could be witnessing some type of history here, and it's being done by him and, of course, the big guys up front who are creating the holes for him to run through.
Yeah, they've all been good so far. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On the handoff, it's Singletary, and he'll get this only up to about the 35. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. The Bills on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll set up a throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punter, Hawk, as he gets this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
And 9 at the 2-yard line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
The end result was brute force on brute force. But think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll find his man on the comeback route. Complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they call Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
A nice gain of 21 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. Too nice. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary as the first half is winding down. And the Bills will extend their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Hauschka with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
New York ready to go again offensively. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so, and guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you as always. Welcome into our final regular season edition of our Halftime Report. Playoff lives hanging in the balance as we take you around the NFL one final time. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. And it's the Dolphins who have the lead in that one. Alvin Kamara, over 100 yards on the afternoon thus far with a touchdown run as well. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And right now they have the lead over the visiting New York Giants. Terry McLaurin, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they currently trail in that game against the visiting Patriots. Cam Newton with 3 touchdown passes. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the
final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Throw complete to Herndon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 41. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 27-yard line.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
And down inside the 15 he goes. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Matt Milano, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, 1st down. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And Beasley with it over the middle. And down he'll go at the 25. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
And the Bills' 1st down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down. Singletary here running out of the gun. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They go right back to Singletary. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 25-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And they've maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They'll look to run with Moss. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Zach Moss, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills continue to pour it on.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
Now Hausch can attack on the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Darnold. And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Right back to Moss. And he's got room. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Zach Moss, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills turn that interception into a touchdown. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And New York set to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Going with Moss on the ground. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Cole Beasley, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, it's tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. This Jets offense heading back out there now, led by Sam Darnold. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively, it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet 1st down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller, since that the screen pass was available, whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Airing one out for Crowder. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 25-yard line. Back now here on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing again is Darnold. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
10 at the 25-yard line.
To the air again, Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bell. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Again, Darnold. And now here is another interception. Levi Wallace with a pick. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Here's Hauschka for the extra point. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Fresh off the pick six, it's Darnold able to connect with Mims. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Takes it at the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10, right at the 30. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. He's got Herndon, his tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Crowder's got it over the middle. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
At the 47-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Darnold to throw again. That's complete as he goes right back to Crowder. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a 1st down. Darnold from the gun. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Looking to throw again on second down. Darnold. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now Darnold. And he'll get this underneath the bell. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Darnold on third down. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now fourth down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
76. Jets, 17.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
They'll start on the ground with Moss. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situation. Where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll run with Moss. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And the Jets set to take the field. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at the 20. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Ed Oliver, that time to want to get in there and bring him down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Another try after the first down sack. Darnold, he's got this one completed to Mims. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
To throw is Darnold. Throw complete to Herndon. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
On 1st down, Darnold. And he hits Herndon over the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the
facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
39-yard line.
The throw by Darnold, hauled in by the tight end Herndon. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
That's good for a Jets.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in his performance.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46. Darnold completes it, and he's got this down to the 35. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. Throw left side complete. It's Bell. Give him 7 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. 3rd and long, it's Darnold. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. And now here is another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Hauschka now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
A 1st down throw, Darnold. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Ed Oliver in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2, and the pressure gets to him again. Ed Oliver getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down. Today's
a big offensive explosion help leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Buffalo, they'll wrap up the campaign an impressive 15-1. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Jets, it'll be a 10-loss season as they wrap up 6-10. And I think you have to say, ultimately, this was a team that really underachieved. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready? Then told y'all that you better be ready. I'm in my go yard. When I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it, y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Is that big of the guy? Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, body, done. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy. I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro. I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team, and we riding on it. Yeah, more action and no talk. I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team, and we riding on it. Hey, couple of bands up in my pocket. I don't want pause to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building, reach heaven's heights. Now that's what you call a God complex. Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket. Look at the flex, whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, body, done. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy. I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro. I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team, and we riding on it. Yeah, more action and no talk. I went quiet on it. Walked in with the whole team, and we riding on it.
Flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
Flag on the play.
Hold up.
That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make them throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't trying to get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play in the red zone.
Today on EA Sports, it's the AFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. It's the Buffalo Bills taking on the LA Chargers.
Yes, nothing quite like Buffalo in January as we welcome you inside a snowy Bills stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Straight ahead, we punch the second of two tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Buffalo Bills. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'6" quarterback.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up so he could use the rest, and I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one, because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
It's a pickup of 3.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. So here come the Chargers with a long field ahead of them. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And it wasn't really his best performance of the year in the wild card round last week. He just had the 1 touchdown pass, but he got the job done and his team advanced. For them to continue on to the championship round, though, he's going to need to take a few more chances with the ball downfield, push it a little bit more, and make sure his team finds its way into the end zone a few more times.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
First down.
The start for them near flawless. Defense gets him a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, going to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Trent Murphy. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
After the sack, they'll come up now, 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 40-yard line. And Oliver providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line. So here come the Bills out for their second drive, and they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go. And he fires one that's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, the ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gonzalez.
Herbert's pass.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 35. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here. Herbert's throw going to be caught by Henry. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Here's first down.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Throw right side is hauled in by the tight end Gonzalez. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a 10 more there and another first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Herbert.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that's into the hands of Eckler. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Come on, man.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chargers have taken a first quarter lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always...
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. And now the Bills have it. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
And that one gets blocked, and there's simply nothing simple about trying to execute the PAT in some snow.
No, absolutely not. We saw Exhibit A of it right there.
You know, one thing that's going to be happening in the game now, the analytics side is going to get involved about what it takes, what the percentages are in the snow, what it's going to be like in the rain. All those things are going to come into play. You may see people decide to go for 2 more often if you have inclement weather.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 35-yard line.
And he whips that one incomplete there. That one was intended for John Brown. And it's 3rd and short.
And he's missed now his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Moss. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Brad, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football, and that's worked for the defense early in this game, and now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back, and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. On play action, they'll throw. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bills are an extra point away from taking the lead. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll hand off here to Eckler. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That good for 22 and a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
Justin Herbert sacked.
And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And he's going to go down again. A.J. Epinesa. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Taken in at the 22. Stephon Diggs. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Mark that down as Here's a punt return of 78 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown.
When you got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach. It's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
Now Hausch get a tack on the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. Well, it's no secret. That's why they have him return punts. He has the capability to take them back, and he did so there. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The attention shifts back to Justin Herbert and the Chargers offense. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off, because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
Here's Herbert now on second down. That one complete to Joe Reed. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. On second down, Eckler. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. The Chargers on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 15. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. 3rd and long, it's Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this will be taken at the 13. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Buffalo set to get the football back here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Going deep for Diggs. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Matt Milano in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit.
Starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. And Oliver providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
He gets this away as he'll wisely, I'd say, angle this to the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis?
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of a season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
They'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the second quarter.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
They'll run on first down with Moss. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Yard gain. Brings up second.
2nd and 9 now.
At the 13-yard line.
Oh, the rookie nearly.
Anyway. Yeah, we're gonna go to the store. Hello, baby. Okay. Okay. You could join with my earbuds.
Had the pick, probably should have.